Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He completes it to Olave, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw brought in by Austin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And you look at this Saints defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into it and try and knock it loose.
Charles, already trailing my touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Looking to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play. Were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
Touchdown, Saints! Foster Moreau, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the gun, here's Fields. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Fields. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fields throw into the hands of Henry here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jelani Woods from 6 yards away. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And a a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 6. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Moreau here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Fields going to move him around. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Here we go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw here.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Chris Barnes there on the stop. 2nd and 7. Now Fields. Short pass caught by Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Fields.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense fall? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20, Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10, Fields again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this will wind up as Saints' first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A big play there out of Kamara, 47 yards. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Kamara up the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he's got this down to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that for a 1st down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. So this one a victory here